What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes of Sports News. This is the number 121. Kind of like last episode, it's going to be a little bit different. But as always, my name is Garrett, and I'm here with two different people. Jayla, my co-host, will be joining a little bit later. We're starting on the top right of the screen if you're watching this live on YouTube. And if you're not, you should. Left that banner up, just caught that. So to my right, who do we got?
Jack Bentley. I'm a senior at the University of Alabama, studying sports media and Patriots fan.
Nice. And then at the bottom with the mysterious face, who do we have?
Larry Wiles, NFL insider, not confirmed, but confirmed by me.
Alleged NFL insider. I'll take it. Everyone has one. So, like I said, Garrett, not hiding the fact that I'm a Jaguars fan whatsoever. We did my episode last week, so I'm not worried about that. But we got a fun one today, so we'll start with this. So if you're not following us on Twitter, you already should. X, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. TDSN Pod, same with YouTube, TikTok, all that fun stuff. We do go live whenever we record these. So if you want to watch it and chime in, that's where to do it. But let's get right into it. We got a big show. Last one ran 2 hours if you watch the whole thing in one bite. And my goal this week is to not do that again. So let's get right into it. We got a bunch of questions we're going to talk about going into this, going into the start of NFL season. There is some college stuff we could talk about later if there's time, but I'm not worried about that right now. We are going to start off similar to last week with biggest offseason acquisition. We're going to start with the Patriots, Dolphins, then we'll bounce back and forth. So instead of doing all four teams this week, we're just doing two. So, Jack, what do you think the biggest offseason acquisition for the Patriots is?
First of all, I think Mike Vrabel, not a player, but I think in terms of upgrades on this team, I think Mike Vrabel is quite possibly the best coach we could have gotten. And then you have Josh McDaniels coming in as well, back where he belongs as an offensive coordinator. And then if you look at the defensive side of the ball, which is where Mike Vrabel excels, you have one of his old players from the Titans, Harold Landry. You also get Carlton Davis in. You get Milton Williams, just won a Super Bowl with the Eagles. And then you also go getting veteran wide receivers for a desperate wide receiving core. And you get Stephon Diggs, you get Matt Collins. You still have Demario Douglas. I think top to bottom, I think every new acquisition we got in free agency really bolstered this team in ways where it's Mike Vrabel's team, and it started from day one. It was really something where we had guys, we have pieces. Obviously, we have Christian Gonzalez, who's one of the best young corners in the league, and I think it really was just bolstering what we had and also building exactly what Mike Vrabel does and what he did on the Titans when he took them to a AFC Championship game.
That's a good point. I personally, and if we want to get trash talking here, I'm more than welcome. I always welcome that. Diggs, to me, is the one guy I think, for me, the jury's still out on. And that's not because I doubt what he's done. I'm personally concerned about, for you guys at least, what he can do, because he's coming off that injury. On top of that, historically, skill position players sort of hit a ceiling right around that 30-year age, and they start to decline, and that happens to the best of them. There are obviously exceptions, Larry Fitzgerald, stuff like that. So do we think this is a potential declining year for Diggs, or do we think that he's...
Even if it is, I think what he serves in terms of being a veteran presence in a locker room with a lot of young guys, and Demario Douglas, Kyle Williams, Matt Collins, Kendrick Bourne, Jalen Polk, he serves a bigger purpose for those guys, because I think Kyle Williams is going to be great. He's big. He's fast. Yes, he was at Washington State, which is not the greatest competition, but he fits exactly what Drake May, I think, can do well. And if anything from Stephon Diggs, even if it's not insane production, it's at least teaching the young guys how to be in the NFL for a long time as a good wide receiver.
I think 600 yards and maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns is a good benchmark for Diggs at this point in his career. I think that's fair. And as long as they're not a tablet, I think they'll be safe.
Yeah, if he's not a pylon out there, I'm satisfied.
No, you guys are okay. Larry, any comments, questions, concerns on that one?
I mean, I think he's right. I don't think there's anything wrong with what he said. I think Stephon Diggs is washed up. Not going to see anything out of him. Paying that much for 3 years is kind of insane.
I love it.
But
I don't think you're entirely wrong, right? We don't know. coming off a bad knee injury. You're not
right. That's where I'm at. Like torn ACL.
I don't know.
But I think it's a situation to where if you look at what the Panthers did last season
with Thielen,
with other players, like if you have the money, you should spend it. Like listen, as someone who's a Jags fan is used to us having a plethora of cash and doing insane picks, outbidding ourselves for Nick Foles 4 or 5 years ago and situations like that. Like I get paying free agents what looks like an absurd amount of money. But sometimes it does work out. Sometimes it doesn't. So, I mean, I definitely think the contract was a little rich, but also at that point, you're paying for a name.
Yeah, like we also have the most cap space in the NFL.
Yeah. So I think you guys are still,
like
you guys are fine.
Have the most.
That was very much like even if we cut him, we're good.
And we have Drake May on a rookie contract for another 3 years after this season.
That's going to help.
I mean, pay the vet.
Not a bad idea.
It's also a guy that Drake May can look to and be like, "Oh, we're fine."
Yeah.
If things get out of hand, he's a guy that he can look to and just be like, calm. It'll help. Like, not that he's rattled. I haven't seen him be very rattled. To be fair, he hasn't been in a situation where you really can get rattled when you go,
I think it's more consistency at the wide receiver position, which is going to help. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's a valid point. Larry, what about you for the Dolphins? What do you think their biggest offseason acquisition was? And also, thank you for Emmanuel Ogbah. We'll take good care of him, I promise.
The biggest one has to easily be Minkah Fitzpatrick. You look at how decimated the cornerbacks, that safety room is. It has to be Minkah.
I am shocked that y'all got Minkah for that.
Not really. I mean, Jalen Ramsey's still serviceable. Jonnu Smith is coming off the best year. What was he, tight end 4 in fantasy? Like,
maybe.
Little things like that.
I guess for
Steelers needed weapons for Rodgers.
I guess I get the idea, but the Steelers now have 4 tight ends that can play. And from everything I was hearing at a camp, they were lining up Jonnu at no, it wasn't Jonnu. Was it Washington or Jonnu? One of them was lining up at fullback in some schemes. And it's like, what are we doing?
I mean, I could see Jonnu being used more as a wide receiver too, because the only real wide receiver they have is DK Metcalf.
Kind of like a Devin Funchess type role.
Exactly.
Just big body receiver, go out there, go up and get it. I mean, that's fair. I guess for me,
blocker.
No, and I guess for me, Jalen kind of falls under that. Ramsey, not my co-host Jalen, in case anybody got that confused. But I guess he kind of falls in that same category for me. He's a guy in the twilight of his career. You're right. Serviceable, I think, is the best word for Diggs and Ramsey at this point in their career stages.
Don't be surprised if he turns more into like a slot nickel free safety type of role.
That's valid. I just because at corner, I don't see their 1 and 2 corners pretty much set. So
that's currently where they're playing him. The Steelers.
And
they're playing him free safety because they have Joey Porter Jr. and they don't need him on the outside.
They got Darius Slay too, right?
Yeah, they got Slay.
So they have 2 outside good corners. So they're playing him at free safety, sub linebacker. He's kind of everywhere. He really did just fill Minkah's role of just
right. Exactly.
I'm everywhere all at once.
He's in that Keanu Neal part of his career where Keanu Neal came into the league as a safety and then they played him at linebacker at one point and they're just having bounced all over the place.
I mean, you can even say Charles Woodson.
That's a good point too. But yeah, I mean, and he also Ramsey played safety in college at some point too. So it's not that it's a position he's unfamiliar with. It's just you got to knock some of the rust off. So I mean, hey, I think that's fair. I mean, Minkah, I completely agree. I think Minkah has to be the biggest offseason acquisition for you guys because it fills a need. And it also, I mean, I think you guys came out on top in that trade. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think y'all won that trade very clearly. But that's biggest offseason. What is y'all's most underrated offseason acquisition? We'll start with the Dolphins and we'll go to the Patriots next.
So it's probably one that a lot of people haven't heard from, but I would go in the draft, look at Zeke Biggers and Jordan Phillips.
Okay.
A couple of late round defensive tackles, the things they've been doing in the preseason. It's amazing to watch. Miami was struggling with defensive tackle depth before the draft. They only had Zach Sealer on their roster.
Mm-hmm.
They go out there, they draft Kenneth Grant in the first round. They get Zeke Biggers, Jordan Phillips, really trying to build up that defensive line, the trenches. And they both shine in preseason training camp. Keep an eye out for those names.
Did Chop get hurt?
He had a rib injury.
Okay.
But he's playing right now tonight.
Okay. I remember seeing
he's
that.
All good.
I don't have the game on. Usually game 3 of preseason, I don't watch.
That's actually the most important one to watch.
No, for sure. I completely agree. Like for me, that's not a shot at game 3 of the preseason. Like for me, it's more of like I've got a pretty solid idea who my Jags are taking into the regular season. There's going to be a couple surprises
right now.
Yeah, there's going to be a defense is looking great, but there's going to be a couple. There's going to be some surprises. I'm more interested, but I have a solid idea of who's coming on just from watching and from listening to what the people I know at camp have said, and we go from there. So I have a good idea, but preseason I've always been a believer in. Larry, Jack, you guys can agree or disagree with me on this. Like I firm believer that preseason isn't for the starters. Preseason is
for finding out who's going to make the roster.
Yeah, it's practice. It's practice, and it's for finding out who those bubble guys are actually going to be.
Or giving the guys aren't going to make the roster film for other teams so they can make a roster elsewhere.
Exactly. The preseason isn't for your starters. Preseason, and that's why starters only play at most a quarter usually.
Yeah. Right.
It's like, we'll play a quarter, we'll get 2 drives in, we'll get some on-field chemistry, a regular game speed, and then screw it. Who cares after that? I wish Cam Little's kick count, but that's, whatever. They'll make it again. It's fine. Exactly. Now we know we can make it.
Yeah.
Beat him. Comfortably hit from 70. That was insane. All right, Jack, what about you? Most underrated offseason acquisition?
I have 2 that I've kind of put on the same level. It's Garrett Bradbury and Morgan Moses on the offensive line.
That's fair.
You lose David Andrews at center, and young quarterback, you desperately need a good offensive line, and I think having a guy like Garrett Bradbury and Morgan Moses on your anchors with Will Campbell on the opposite side and Cole Strange, this offensive line on paper is very, very good.
Okay.
With Will Campbell, Cole Strange, Garrett Bradbury, Mike Onwenu, and Morgan Moses, left to right, assuming that they actually live up to what we think they are, I think they're going to be very, very good. And then I have a couple Philadelphia Eagle friends, and I like the Milton Williams pickup.
Milton's a good one. I like Milton a lot.
Because they're Eagles fans, they shit talk as soon as they, someone leaves. But
of course.
I think
that's the rule.
That dude is a beast. You saw him in the Super Bowl. The middle was just, you're not going anywhere. So now you have Mike Vrabel. We've seen what he does on the defensive side of the ball. That dude is a defensive genius. Like, I'm very, very confident in Milton Williams producing a good amount. If not sacks, run defense, significantly.
I'm trying to pull up stats right now because you made a point about Bradbury and the offensive line, because I'm pretty sure, I don't know how high up you guys were in sacks given up, but I know
it was more than I'd like. It was not great.
I can comfortably say I think you guys were top 5.
Yeah, I think so.
If not top 5, then top 10 for sure. I know Houston was up there too, which as soon as defenses found out, which shout out Brian Flores, found out that they don't call protection changes in that offense. Yeah. Oh, it was over. It was beautiful. It made me so happy. I love seeing Houston fail. It's great. The offensive line, it's a criminally underrated position. It's a criminally underrated, you need it. The teams that go the farthest have the best offensive lines. And I know we did the Jags episode a week or 2 ago, and if we had done it, I would have absolutely changed my most underrated offseason acquisition from whoever I said, which I don't remember. I think I might have said Ogba. I would absolutely change it to Bink Saunders right now, because we gave up Fortner for arguably one of the better true D tackles in the league right now, which I might be talking out of turn a little bit, but I'm very happy about it. And I'm also just glad Luke Fortner's gone. Felt the same way about him that I did about Peterson or any of those guys. I will buy their plane ticket to their next state. I don't care. Just get them off my team. So, about to say, we did. Yeah, Larry, what about you? Underrated offseason acquisition, or did we do that already? And my brain is not functioning.
The draft pick.
I thought so.
It's funny. I already mentioned 2 draft picks, but I'll throw out another one. Ollie Gordon in the 6th round.
That's a good one.
Obviously, him in the preseason. A couple injuries at running back right now. I could definitely see him coming in there as an RB2, making some plays.
Okay.
We'll see how Achan's calf looks week 1. Alexander Madison out with a neck injury. Jalen Wright's all banged up. Right now, he's your healthiest best back. So I could definitely see him coming in there, making some moves. He's wearing 31 like Raheem Mostert. Don't be surprised if he leads the league in touchdowns like Mostert did. Something about that 31 running back Dolphins, it all clicks together so well.
I don't see Raheem leading the league in touchdowns. I don't see Raheem or Ollie leading the league in touchdowns at this point.
Raheem did it 2 years ago.
I
in
know.
The same role Ollie has now.
Not a shot
They're
at
in the
Ollie.
same number.
Not a shot at Ollie. Not a shot at Raheem. I just don't.
I have a Mike McDaniel problem.
Make sure to put in your rookie of the year pick, Ollie Gordon, once he leads the league in touchdowns.
If he does, I will publicly apologize because I have done that many. If it's one thing I always do, and it's the thing too. So we record this and it's on the internet forever. So if I'm incorrect,
people will tell you.
Well, people will tell me, or I'll just go out and say it before they get the chance to. I'm like, yeah, no, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Be accountable.
Yeah, I might as well. Well, because I don't want to act like it didn't happen. It's like, I did it with Colorado last year. I firmly believe that the University of Colorado wasn't going to win more than 6 games, and they won 8 or 9. And after they won, I think it was after they won like 7. I was like, hey, yeah, no, I was wrong. Congrats.
To be fair, I think Colorado themselves was shocked too that they won more than 5 games. So.
Not all their fans. Not all their fans. There's some of the fans. Well, also there's the fans of every fan base. We're going to win it all this year. So usually when the season comes out, I'll do a legitimate regular season prediction for the Jaguars, and then I'll do my 17-0. Can't tell me a thing. We're winning the whole thing. There's always one. I'll put that one out first. And it's like, you actually? I'm like, no, I don't. Obviously, I don't think we're winning every game. So, all right. Jack, what about you? Most underrated draft pick?
It's not underrated, but it's TreVeyon Henderson.
I think TreVeyon starts for y'all. And he is very clearly the better of the 2 Ohio State backs in the league already.
Yeah.
He was going into it, and then one of them isn't playing currently.
Well, and he went to the Browns. So, I mean.
Yeah, that's a whole other situation.
But I watched this kid during preseason. 100-yard kick return touchdown. He has an explosiveness to him out of the backfield that I think is going to change the way that this team offensively looks. The fact that at any point in time he can take it to the house, I think effectively, permanently, if he's on the field, permanently opens up the pass game with play action. Period.
Absolutely.
And then even if it's not play action, we saw in the national championship game, he took a screen 75 yards for a touchdown. You can still just motion him out. You can run the play action, still give it to him. There's now more creativity with him out of the backfield that we just didn't have. Ramondre's great situationally. He runs like a bulldozer.
He is your goal line back going forward.
Yeah, he's the goal line guy. But TreVeyon is basically a wide receiver out of the backfield. The kid's so fast. He's so explosive. I think it entirely changes this offense. So I think it's easily him. Not underrated, but because I think at this point everyone's like, oh, of course, the Patriots just steal another one. Great.
Yeah, why not at that point?
So
no, that's fair.
Probably him.
All right. Well, biggest question going into the season. We'll start with you, Jack. What do you think is your biggest question going into the season?
I've bounced back and forth between does Drake May make the jump he needs to, and what does this defense look like? Because I sit on I think Drake May is going to be very good. Can he make the jump he needs to make with all the improvements they've made offensively? Can he step up? Can he do what he needs to do, not turn the ball over, use his legs when necessary, make the right reads, keep it simple because you are in your second year, and then Can this defense be what I think a Mike Vrabel defense can be? And that to me is really, because I think on paper this team can easily go 10-7 and be a 7 seed in the playoffs. I obviously don't think we're going to be elite yet. We're missing a few chunks in the wide receiver core that I'm not naive to. But I think this team very, very easily, with the defense being, I think, undoubtedly top 10. I think this is easily a 10-7 team making the playoffs. Like, I think that would be very realistic. I think we're second. Sorry, Dolphins. Probably not making the playoffs. Probably not even going above 500.
Okay.
Tua's getting another concussion.
Let's remember one thing. When was the last time the Patriots beat Tua?
When's the last time Tua was healthy?
This year?
I mean, he'll get another concussion. It'll happen.
This year.
I mean,
when was the last time the Patriots beat Tua?
Well, it doesn't count because we beat Mike White when Tua turned into freaking stiff man. So
you never beat Mike White.
Didn't we beat Mike White 2 years ago?
No, because Tua played all 17 games when Mike White was backup QB.
What year did he get hurt with his fourth concussion?
2022. And then we beat you guys with Tyler Huntley.
Oh, that was when we had – I don't even remember who our quarterback was.
Jacoby Brissett.
Per stat news, Tua is currently 7. Which I want to preface this with one thing. Personally, do not view wins as a quarterback stat.
Continue.
But since this was made a statement, Tua is 7-0 versus New England. I personally don't view wins as a quarterback stat because, and Jalen disagrees with me on this.
Jalen and I have this argument consistently.
Once a week, I have this argument with Jalen, and he's my guy. I love him to death. I always have his back on everything but two things.
Cam Little just made a 59-yard field goal.
Attaboy, Cam. But I always have Jalen's back on almost everything but two things. It is wins being a quarterback stat and the fact that he microwaves his salad. And that's
what? Yeah,
it's a whole other conversation for a different day. Jack, ask him about that the next time you talk to him. And
yeah.
he was on Sports After Dark talking about that, and then I saw the comments come out, and I was like, "Listen, man." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "I have you back on almost everything, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Not on this. You stand alone on this one, sir. This one's all you." That's a hard pass for me, but I think there's too many things that go into it, and for the same reason why, like, I feel like it also be a little misleading. It even goes into baseball a little bit. If you look at Paul Skeens' win-loss record, he's got the best ERA in baseball, but because Pittsburgh can't hit a parked car, he has I think he's got a sub 500 record at this point, or it's close to 500.
It's like way under 500.
Yeah, he gives up less than 2 runs a game. Like it.
Yeah,
you can't do that. I think there's 24 guys who factor into it from an on-the-field standpoint when it comes to football, and then there's also the coaches that factor into it at this point. So I don't love the idea of wins being a quarterback stat, but Larry, for the sake of the argument, 7-0.
Yes.
for the sake of the argument, 7-0. And I think it's a fair question. I think everybody's got questions about Drake May. I think everybody's got questions about the offense. My question is, how long will it take Stephon not to implode? Or how long will it take Stephon to implode?
I don't think Mike Vrabel's even going to let him get to it. I think he kicked his ass off the team in 4
seconds.
We
thought the same thing. I think they thought the same thing about oh my God, Houston. Why am I drawing a blank? DeMeco. I think they thought the same thing about DeMeco in Houston, and that might not be why he's on the team. Part of the reason why they might not have brought him back.
Like, I've seen now, obviously press conferences are not
right. No, those are
fully accurate, depictions of what goes on in the rooms. But based on the Mike Vrabel I've seen in these press conferences, that man, his tolerance this small. I don't think he's willing to tolerate anything.
I got nothing but love and respect for Mike. He was the only thing about that Titans team that I actually respected when he was there, because it's hard not to respect the guy. So, but that's just where I'm at. Larry, what about you? Biggest question going into the season for the Dolphins?
I think the biggest question, as crazy as it sounds, can Tua stay healthy? You could put Tua out there for 17 games. This is a 12-win team.
I want to be very clear. I say no. I'm not hoping he gets hurt, but I don't have faith that he stays healthy.
I hope he stays healthy. I mean, he's had 2 seasons without getting an injury. Look at those 2. It's like, okay, it's possible.
Yeah.
I think you finally beef up the offensive line, bringing in James Daniels and drafting Jonas Avayanaya in the 2nd round. If he stays healthy, you leave more on your running backs with Ollie Gordon, Devon Achane, Jalen Wright. Keep him upright. Get the ball out quick. This is a 12-win team.
I'm more worried about if you guys are going to trade Tyreek Hill in the middle of the season because him and Tua can't get along.
I'll bring that up later. I'll bring that up later. That's all I'm going to say.
So where I'm kind of at with this too, because my question is, I think my biggest question going into the season isn't necessarily about Tua's health. It's more so about what happens to Mike McDaniels if you guys have another season where you underdeliver.
He gets fired. Simple as that. You probably clean house.
Yeah, that's fair. I appreciate the straight upness of it because I've definitely had.
Yeah,
y'all know how it is. You'll talk ball with some people, and then it's like, so what do you think happens? What Colts fans right now are absolutely losing their minds, and I'd love to see it, but it makes me happy. I'm very happy I'm going against Daniel Jones instead of Anthony Richardson.
Exactly. I don't know. I feel like Anthony Richardson, is going to see some ghosts, and he'll throw a dime to the defense. Like he'll just.
So I watched Richardson. So I grew up a Gator fan, so I watched Richardson a lot, and I said it then. I said it 2 weeks ago or whenever we recorded the last episode, and I'll say it now. I think of that quarterback class, of like the top 5 picks, while he may have had the lowest floor, those top 5, I think his ceiling was astronomical. Because
he drafted closer to his floor than he was even the middle.
I'll give you that. And for me, his
ceiling is Cam Newton.
His ceiling is insane, but his floor is low, and that's the problem. But the good news is kind of this. He brought in the same questions that I had about a lot of players coming in. One of them was durability. The other one was because the arm talent from a physical standpoint is there. The athletic talent is there, and those are things you can't teach. It's the same questions I have with Lamar coming into the season or his rookie season. Like, he's an absolute freak of an athlete. Not worried about that. He has the speed. He has everything. It's how long is it going to take him to start processing the speed of this game, and how long is it going to take for him to hone in that accuracy.
He is Jalen Milroe. They are the same
fair.
Player.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
They are the same.
I'll give you that. That's fair.
Insanely athletic freaks, like far bigger than you would ever see a quarterback, and move far faster than they even should.
Yeah.
Can't read a defense at all. I love Jalen Milroe. I watched him so many times. I almost jumped off the roof of Bryant-Denny Stadium so many times trying to figure out, what are you looking at? Why just throw the ball away? And it just never happened.
I get that. And the reason why I still have faith in Richardson is because I've watched him pull off things where you see him do that. And you're like, how did you do that? Like, kid's got talent. I say kid because he's younger than me, but also it doesn't make that's also not saying much. But
look, it's the Zach Wilson effect, though. You do one thing, and it's like everyone loses their mind.
I watched a lot of Zach Wilson tape
consistently in the game.
I watched a lot of Zach Wilson tape because there were rumors that we were going to take him over Trevor Lawrence, and oh my God, I'm so happy we didn't.
I mean, to be fair, Trevor hasn't.
This is a much deeper conversation. We might need to have it at a different time because we're 30 minutes into this point, but I will die on that hill. I think Trevor has what I love. I will say this, and Larry, you can agree with me, disagree on this. Is not Jack as well. What I love is that almost every single NFL fan, when they bring up the Trevor Lawrence conversation, will give us the Urban Meyer year. Everyone hears that and they go, okay, yeah, we'll give you 2021, but 22 and 23. Everyone goes, Urban, I'll give you. But everything, and it's that one I love. I love that. But the reason why I have faith in Trevor and why I firmly believe a lot of it was the coaching staff. There was a ridiculous stat line that got put out the other day of the starting wide receivers that Trevor Lawrence has played with. And I want to find it so I can pull this up for you guys because this is crazy. And then we'll get right back into it. This got brought up the other day, and this is wild. Of the 27 wide receivers who have played with Trevor Lawrence over his NFL career, only 9 of them remain active on NFL rosters. 3 of them are currently receivers he plays with.
So, I'm trying to think.
This is both a Jimmy's and Joe's. This is a combination of Jimmy's and Joe's and X's and O's because Peterson ran an archaic offense. And I don't think too many people could disagree with me on that. That offense was an archaic offense. We had one of the worst GMs I've ever seen for multiple years. And then you've got guys that he played with. He played with Laquan Treadwell.
Yep.
He played with Tavon Austin. He played with I think he played with Mike Conley, but I might be wrong on that. I know he played with oh my God, he played with DJ Chark, which I thought we all had one of DJ Chark, and then he just disappeared. But
Christian
if you pull Christian Kirk, who he's one of the 9. Ridley's also one of the 9. But if you look up I pulled this up for a buddy of mine. Hold on. I have screenshots because this is crazy. Where we are. We've got Gabe Davis, Devin Duvernay, Austin Trammell, Josiah DeGuara. You've got Zay Jones, Jamal Agnew, Elijah Cooks. You've got.
I mean, it's safe to say this is the best wide receiving group he has.
This is the best wide receiving room he's ever had. This is the best offensive line he's ever had.
The issue
is the best.
What is your head coach?
Can he? So if he could turn Baker Mayfield and take that Tampa Bay team from a bottom 10 offensive production team to a top 5 offensive production team, I have faith. Now, to be fair, they have a bona fide first ballot Hall of Fame wide receiver in Mike Evans.
And
which
one of the best
always
number 2s
helps.
in Chris Godwin.
Which always helps. So I'm not mad at that, but we can't act like BTJ is a scrub. So, but that's we're getting way off track.
I was going to say, bring up your point from Tua's first 2 seasons, which I think we can all agree 2020 and 2021 is not that long ago.
Nope.
There's only 2 active wide receivers that are still in the NFL from when he played.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Waddle and Matt Collins. Everyone else is out of the league.
From that 2020 and 2021 season? Yep. No, that's fair.
So, I mean, I look at Trevor Lawrence. He has a similar career path to Tua where he gets drafted. Head coach is not good for him.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves. New head coach comes in. Now, McDaniel's still around. Peterson's gone, but
thank
you know
God.
what I'm trying to say.
I'll build a Peterson statue on wherever his hometown is. I don't care. Just get that man out of my city.
So Cohen does.
I think Mr. Duval is going to be fine. I see Gladstone making moves. I see, and that was the one thing that I was really excited about going into this offseason. I'm like, we have a competent front office for the first time since we had Tom Coughlin as a front office piece, which is 4, 5, 6 years ago, something like that. That's when we drafted Jalen Ramsey. That was right around the time, or that was the last time I could remember us having a truly somewhat competent front office.
You drafted Jalen Ramsey 9 years ago.
Don't remind me. don't remind me. Oh, I'm 30. Everybody be quiet. But yeah, I mean, it's been almost a decade since we had a somewhat competent front office.
Right.
And now we have a GM who is the Rams sing his praises constantly. And we all see how that Rams team drafts. You've got a head coach that everybody wanted.
They don't draft. They trade away all their picks.
Well, yeah, but when he did draft, you're forced to be good when all you have are 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th round picks and 7th round picks, and they still show up. I mean, look at Puka.
Yeah,
but if you go back to it and you look at, like, you've got a coach which Buccaneers fans were furious that he was about to leave. And then when they signed Todd Bowles to an extension, that was probably one of my favorite Twitter comment sections I've seen in a long time, because it was all Bucs fans being like, what are we doing? We let the heir apparent walk and we extend the moron? Okay, whatever. Which I like Todd Bowles. Don't get me wrong. I got nothing but love and respect for Todd Bowles, but I am very, very happy that Tampa fumbled that. And that was great. So anyways, preseason thoughts. Start with the Dolphins. Larry, what do you got? Any preseason thoughts so far? Good things, bad things?
I'd say it's all pretty neutral. I heard mixed things coming out of camp. I think this team is going to be better than a lot of people think. I think this team will win 12 games if Tua can just stay healthy. It's not – you look at the team, their defense is going to be as good as Jordan Brooks allows them to. The whole defense runs through Jordan Brooks. He's going to take the next step, be a true veteran presence in there, leader of the defense. Don't be surprised if he has an all-pro season.
Okay.
As far as our defensive backs go, I don't think it's going to be too bad. The front seven is completely stacked. I mean, your top 4 pass rushers are Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Chop Robinson, and Matt Judon. You're always going to have a fresh guy in there. Your linebackers are pretty good. Defensive line's looking a lot better than originally I thought. Safety room is fine with Minka. Comes down to how good the corners can be. On offense, you brought in more offensive linemen. Your wide receivers look a lot more deep than previous years. This will be the best Miami Dolphins team we've seen in a long time.
Okay.
The question is, can they stay healthy and can they do what they're supposed to? That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, just know your role. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Jack, what about you? Preseason thoughts so far? Pros, cons?
I mean, it's hard to get a true judgment because like we talked about earlier, stars don't play. Like it's just, that's whatever. But what I am going off of is the rookies I saw play, Travion Henderson being one of them. Watching him first play of the preseason, return a kick 100 yards for a touchdown, that for me was like, okay, we have something to be excited for on offense. I'm very excited for that. And then Mike Vrabel's done nothing but praise Drake May and about everything I've seen. So in terms of off the field processing, I'm not entirely worried about Drake May in that sense. Just does it translate? Can we get it on the field when it matters on Sundays? That's really it. And then just, I love Will Campbell too. I gotta love that dude. The guy that's willing to kill himself for his quarterback and also willing to then go beat the crap out of the other people for his quarterback.
That's why I like Wyatt Mims.
Love it. I love it. But yeah, I mean, our schedule is also very favorable. It's like right now for me, going into preseason, going into the season, I'm looking at our schedule. First 5 games, we're favored in 3 out of the 5 of them. The 2 games we're not is at Miami and Buffalo. I know we're losing to Buffalo. I don't care. Miami's at Miami. The spread's 2.5. You're looking at just Vegas odds. They're like, this game's at New England. We go New England. So it's a matter of, can we play on the road, right? That's a real test. And Raiders, I feel good about. Steelers feel good about. Panthers feel good about. I think we're going to go into the start of the season, first 5 games, 3-2, very realistic, possibly 4-1 if we can actually play the Dolphins well.
Okay.
Doesn't happen, but if we can.
Spoiler alert, you won't.
There it is.
Hey, you never know, right?
No, I do know.
For me, I was very intrigued. So, Larry, our game last year infuriated me because there is no reason we should have let y'all back in that game. Goes back to prove how awful that offensive scheme was and why Ryan Nielsen is out here running hockey line rotations.
The only reason why you guys lost was that Travis Etienne fumble. That's when everything changed.
For sure. That was nuts.
He scores a touchdown there, we lose.
Oh, it's over. But we were playing Eric Armstead out of position the entire season. We have a DT playing DN, which makes no sense to me. And then rarely did we have our 2 best edge rushers on the field at the same time. They would just rotate in and out. Walker got that fumble or that turnover last season because he won a game of rock, paper, scissors with Josh Allen to see which one of them was going to be on the field. That's not a joke. That's a fact, which is ridiculous. Why do you not have your 2 best players in the field? Like the only reason
I feel bad for Josh Hines Allen. Apparently he got destroyed by Patrick Paul all week.
Josh is going to be fine. I ain't worried about Josh. He's going to be fine.
I think it speaks more to how good Patrick Paul is going to be.
That's fair. To me, I think I'm excited to see the rebound season from Josh. we've talked so much Jag stuff. This isn't about me. I'm excited to see what Josh can rebound to this season. I'm interested to see how this all plays out. But what I'm very interested in seeing Ryan Clark being proved wrong, but that's a whole different conversation for a different day.
It's a good day if he is. That's all.
I respect RC. He's had a lot of solid takes, and he's also had a lot of ones that I disagree with wholeheartedly. This Travis Hunter one was the craziest one, and he was getting viewed by everybody. Show me there's a better player in college football right now. I'll wait. It's Travis Hunter. And then he goes on ESPN earlier this week, and he's like, I think it's a waste of a pick, and he's going to play both ways. And I'm like, dude, you can't have it both ways. Like, I love you, man. You can't have it both ways. But we were talking about regular season predictions a little bit already. So let's start with the Patriots. Jack, honest opinion, what do you think your regular season record's going to be?
I can really see 10-7.
Okay. That's fair.
And it's mostly because our schedule is easy.
We
obviously have Bills twice, Dolphins twice. That's not going to go.
Probably split with the Jets just because there's always a gotcha game in there somewhere.
Yeah. This year, I think because I think we possibly get swept realistically by Bills and potentially by Dolphins. I think we sweep the Jets.
Okay.
I don't think the Jets are going to be good. I think you're looking at the New York Jets #1 overall pick next season.
They're going to win like 2 or 3 random games and get like the 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, they'll randomly beat the Bengals for some reason. Why else?
They'll randomly beat the Bills.
That's why they got Zach Wilson instead of Trevor Lawrence. Is because they beat
the Rams. Yep.
They beat the Rams. I have never cheered harder for the Jets in my entire life.
Same here.
They just converted. I'm like, yes.
Now, obviously, AFC's stacked, right? So at best, we're looking at a 7 seed to me at 10-7. Now, if we can get some upsets, we do have the Ravens at Baltimore on our schedule. That's probably a loss. But at Bengals, that's not going to go great either. However, if we can just stop them like twice, I mean, they ain't stopping anything.
No, they're not. The Bengals
will be fine there, right?
The Bengals defense is like the Texans offensive line.
The Bengals are going to let up 57 points or something. If we stop them 3 times in the game, we might win it. So, but based on just our schedule, I can very, very easily see us winning 10 games. Okay, I'm not going to be the guy who's going to come out here and say crazy turnaround. But based on the schedule, based on what improvements we made with Mike Vrabel, when he was on that Tennessee team that went to AFC Championship, made that team good with far worse than he has on this team. And I don't want to be the guy who's like, oh, my team's going to win 12 games all of a sudden after we won 5. Like, that's just not going to happen. I can see a doubling up pretty much of wins.
Well, in that regard, what would you – and Larry, we'll get back to this in a second. This leads to the next question. What would you consider a successful season?
I think successful is 10-7. I'm not going to put a playoff number on it because the AFC is stacked.
Okay.
Because I think there's a very
10-7 might not get you in.
No, 10-7 might not get you into that point because you've got the Ravens, you've got the Bills, you've got the Jags, and I'll say it.
You got Jags, Texans. You have the entirety of the AFC West, basically.
The AFC, outside of the Raiders.
Outside the Raiders,
even the Raiders can still be good. Brock Bowers, Ashton Jeanty, Pete Carroll, Geno Smith, like they have.
I want to get you guys' take on this. I saw the most the audacity of this Rams fan was hilarious to me, and I believe they actually called you out in it. And I think it was both your fan bases. Let me see if I can find it. They made a comment about how Jimmy Garoppolo would start on 18 teams, I think, in the league.
18.
I'm trying to find it real quick because this is crazy. But go ahead. We'll get back to this while I dig this up. Hold on.
It's crazy too because Miami beat the Rams last year.
Mm-hmm. I am trying to find it. Hold on. There it is. All right. This man said teams Jimmy Garoppolo would start on: the Saints, the Colts, the Browns, the Jets, the Titans, the Giants, the Falcons, Vikings, Seahawks, Bears, Panthers, Cardinals, Jags, Steelers, Dolphins, Niners, Lions.
No, he would not start on the Steelers.
So
wouldn't start at the Steelers over Aaron Rodgers.
No.
You're not starting for the 49ers. You lost that team. You lost to Brock Purdy.
My comment.
He was on the team.
My comment.
Can you send me that list? I want to take a look and go team by team.
I got you. I'll message it to you. I got you. Hold
Perfect.
on. But this, I'll just send you my response to it because this was I loved my response. To which I said, Jimmy G couldn't start.
What year of Jimmy Garoppolo are we basing this on?
I said Jimmy couldn't start on the Raiders, cut him after 1 year, and rolled with a combo of Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, and Desmond Ritter. Which, yes, he was injured.
The Lions?
They said the Lions.
The Jared Goff disrespect is not tolerated. Absolutely not.
I said
realistically, maybe the Saints.
I said so. This is my buddy from Sports After Dark. Heavy and I were talking about it. I was like, he's like, bro, he'll start for. He'll start those teams. Like, yeah, okay. And I was like, I'll give you a few of those teams, but not 17. I was like, actually, I'll give you.
I'll give you the first 6.
I'll give you 3.
No, those 3 he's not throwing the Browns.
I said the Giants, the Browns, and the Saints, and I said 2 of those are a strong maybe.
Saints, yes.
Giants throwing the Giants. I mean, you got Jackson Dart, Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston.
That's why I said maybe on the Browns and the Giants, but he will start on the Saints.
Saints, yes.
Garoppolo.
I think he starts on the Browns.
Maybe it's a strong maybe.
That's it.
But
I think it's literally Saints and Browns. He's not starting on the Colts.
Jets. He starts on the Jets.
See, I don't know because I think Fields could beat him out.
Justin Fields has the rushing upside. That's it.
And that's it. But they have the same accuracy. So at that point, I'm taking the kid who can run 100 yards in a game if I need him to. Like, that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, but it would be the most Jets thing ever to just
sign
a QB that actually has potential and then play the old guy.
He won't start on the Bears. He won't start on the Seahawks. He will not start on the Vikings. He won't start on the Falcons. They already have an old guy.
JJ, I'm not willing to throw
I'm
JJ
not sold on JJ, but I don't think that the Vikings aren't. I'm not sold on JJ, but I don't think the Vikings are at your point or my point yet either to where they are willing to step away from JJ yet. I think they
not a step away, more of a you need another year to
play
sit.
A regular season snap.
I think he needs another year. You're coming off an ACL, no time.
Mm-hmm.
I more so would put Jimmy in solely just for him to sit another year.
He won't start at the Lions. He couldn't start at the Niners. He won't start at the Dolphins. The only way he starts in the Dolphins is if Tua gets hurt again. He's not starting the Steelers.
He has a 50-50 shot of starting on the Dolphins.
Yeah.
No, I would take Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers is going to be so much better.
Ewers will be fine. But to me, like he's not starting at Jacksonville. He's not starting the Cardinals. He's not starting with the Panthers. He's not starting on the Bears. He's not he's certainly not starting on the Titans. I'm like, it's a strong maybe for 3 of these teams.
No.
What am I? He's not starting the Titans. They're going to run out Cam Ward. There's no way you don't.
Which I don't like, by the way.
I do
not like this new play the rookies the first week of the season, their first year. Stop doing this.
It's
hurting them.
I understand it, and we can get into that in a second. But we got to bounce back onto it because we can run all over the place if we want to. And so let's get back into it real quick. All right, Larry.
Yes.
Dolphins regular season predictions. What you got?
12-5.
12-5.
Tua stays healthy. 12-5. If he gets hurt, you're probably looking at 6 or 7 wins.
Okay.
And that's just realistic. You saying the Patriots getting 10 wins? I see them at 8, which isn't terribly off. But yeah, I think Miami can get 12 wins. If Tua stays healthy, it's a 12-win team.
I haven't actually looked at the Dolphins schedule.
Is that first in the AFC East? It depends on how the Bills do.
Right.
I think you can just mark the Bills to win the AFC East for the next 5 years. However long they have Josh Allen, you can just mark
this. I think is the Bills, and I think this is we're back to the Jim Kelly Bills era, or not Jim Kelly. Am I right? Did I make that up? Eason?
Yeah,
no,
right.
I was right. Okay, that year where they I don't want to say O.J. Simpson Brown or Bills, but that era where they were a perennial playoff team.
Yeah,
I think the Bills are in that era again, and I think the AFC East is their division to lose this year. And that's,
you look at the Dolphins schedule; it's easy.
That's a shot at every team. That's not a shot at any team but the Jets.
Yeah.
I love Justin Fields. Don't get me wrong, but that is a shot at every team but the Jets.
Once again,
not a shot at any team.
The Jets may have the #1 overall pick.
I don't think they do. I think the Jets end up with the top 5, top 6 pick, but I don't think the Jets have the #1 overall pick. I think the Saints get the #1 overall pick. It is a race to the bottom.
So bad though.
I understand that, but the Saints are awful. You're about to trot out Spencer Rattler or this or the newest rendition of Brandon Whedon and Tyler Shaw, however you say his last name. Like
Tyler Benchwriter. I don't know.
Yeah, Tyler Clipboard Holder.
So I'll go through the Dolphins schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Week 1 at Colts.
That's a win.
Home against the Patriots.
I'm not answering that question.
Thursday in Buffalo, they lose Thursday night in
Buffalo.
I'm not going to say anything else. They're going to lose that game.
Okay.
2-1. They beat the Jets. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Browns.
They're not beating the Chargers. Hold on a minute. Absolutely not. I'm not letting you fly.
Miami is home. Chargers are coming from the West Coast.
Slater is also hurt this year.
Never mind. I completely forgot that Slater's out. I will switch my pick. I completely forgot he got hurt.
I was going to say, I'm going to save you real quick. Slater is hurt for the rest of the year.
Never mind. My bad.
So you're going to week 8, 7-1. Then you play the Ravens. You lose.
That's lost the Ravens. Yep.
You play at home against the Bills. Keep in mind you're coming off a week and a half rest. I think you beat the Bills at home. So it's 8-2. You play the Commanders 8-3. You beat the Saints 9-3. Jets 10-3. Steelers 11-3.
I would like to point out that the Steelers are currently favored for that Miami game,
which is crazy. You probably lose to the Bengals 11-4. Lose to the Bucs 11-5.
Bucs also favored at Miami
against the Patriots 12-5.
Would you like to? So we did this. We did this for the Dolphins and Patriots. It is only fair that I return the favor. Do you know what Josh Allen's record versus the Dolphins is all time?
Yes.
It is. Would you like to say it or should I?
11-1.
It is 12-2.
No.
Yeah, it's 12-2.
Right. Now,
so
he can
also, I do like to think we need to point out there is a consistent pattern in the NFL where best quarterback on the team wins.
It's also, to be perfectly fair, the last time he lost, and actually both times he lost, was in Miami.
Yes.
To be perfectly fair.
I can tell you both those games too. Yeah, the 21-19 loss in 2022 when they played 40 minutes. The Bills had the ball the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
The other game, I think it was his rookie year.
2018.
Yes. So those are 2 games, and both of them came from Josh Allen not being able to put up enough.
Hey, Jalen's here.
Look who it is.
Now, I think Miami has a team. It's week 10 in Miami. You know, I think Miami wins that game.
You're lucky. I will say this. You're lucky you're at Buffalo early in the season.
And it's Thursday.
We know for a sole fact
that's valid.
Miami cannot play in the cold. Can't do it.
It's also
Tua can't throw that hard. Tua can't throw hard enough for the wind in Buffalo.
Football Miami can't play in the cold. Football Miami cannot play in the cold, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Florida is currently a hockey state. Because I believe we've won 5 of the last 10 Stanley Cups. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm at 12-5. If you want to question it, go right ahead. I think 12-5 is very realistic.
I don't know if I see you guys winning 12. I could see 10-11. I think you're in a similar situation to, like, again, I'm going to bring them up again, the Jags. I think I could see like an 11-12 win season for us too. And the reason why I say or maybe anywhere between 10 and 12. And because there's always a gotcha game. Every season there's a gotcha game.
Falcons for the Dolphins. No. I think they lose at Atlanta. It's a weird one that you're really not expecting.
Respectfully, Larry, I could see it.
If we're going to say a gotcha game, call me crazy. If it's going to be any team, do we play the Titans? It's always the Titans.
No. I could see the Falcons being a sneaky good team this
year. I can't see the Falcons because they're coming off the Browns now. If there were to be a gotcha game, call me crazy. It'd be one of the Patriot games.
I could see that. I could see there's always a gotcha game or two that sneaks into some of these into some of these records every time.
Week 18, I think that's probably the most.
Real quick, we're talking about the Dolphins right now, correct?
Dolphins right now. We did Patriots already. So for me, like what I like. Oh, he's got the schedule up. Great. So I could see y'all beating the Chargers, and that's solely because Slater's out. I could see you losing to the Falcons, and I think for the Bengals, I think Bengals are going to be a difficult game just because, again,
I have the Bengals winning that game.
Joe Burrow is just Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow. The only reason Burrow didn't win MVP last year is because the same issue the same reason he won't win it this year is because they have nobody on defense.
Yeah. Now I love to see his 6 primetime games.
That is nice.
What's Tua's record in primetime? We want to just pull up some records here real fast.
I don't know if it's Kirk Cousin level.
No, it's not Kirk Cousins.
Is he just Kirk O'Chains in primetime?
No, because you look at some of the primetime games, he also plays the toughest teams.
So
other than the Jets.
I think that's his career record. No, I don't need that. Come on.
Tampa's a sneaky one.
Well, I have Tampa winning that game.
Tampa's that's a dub.
My losses are the Bills week 3, Ravens week 9, Commanders week 11, Bengals week 16, Buccaneers week 17.
As of May,
you want to talk about Tua being undefeated against the Patriots? I gotta go Josh Allen every single time.
As of May, Miami Dolphins with Tua at the helm have a 7-10 record in primetime games. So just below 500.
Yeah.
Right, and I have them losing 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4 of the
That's
6.
fair. I could see that. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. The Jets I can agree with you. They beat the Jets in primetime.
Yeah, I could see that. And for me, I think the Falcons
Rodgers, the Steelers, I'm not scared of them at all. I think they're going to underperform greatly. Rodgers is 40-something.
Any team with Arthur Smith at the helm as your OC, I'm not worried about.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're good there. I'm not concerned about that. But I could see y'all as I think 11 is a solid season for you guys.
That's fine. That's a 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right around the same corner.
What do you think? Do you think 12 wins is successful?
Playoff win.
Is
it's just what it is.
I think that's what saves. I think even a playoff loss, I think, saves McDaniel's job.
No. Playoff loss is not. It's been 25 years since.
It depends on what seed you get.
No, it doesn't even matter what seed we get. You have to win a playoff.
If you're a 6 seed playing at the Ravens or Bills or Chiefs, if the Chiefs are a 3 seed,
that's what we did in 2020.
You're losing that game.
Right. It doesn't matter.
It's not a problem to lose to one of those 2 teams.
What if y'all somehow steal the division?
If we win the division and then lose a home playoff game, I think everyone should get fired.
That's valid.
If we lose a home playoff game in Miami in January,
I'll give you that.
Against a wild card
in Miami?
Team, yeah.
I'll give you that. That's valid.
Blow it all up.
Well,
you go anywhere cold. I don't think you get mad about losing that game.
No, I think you still get mad because it's been 25 years. We can't keep accepting playoff spots.
Then you got to get rid of Tua.
Love
Tua.
Greer, Tua, McDaniel, all 3 of them.
Burn the ships. All right. Last question, because I know we're going on about an hour right now. What is the craziest training camp? And I'm about to say, Larry, I know you got to go soon. Craziest training camp rumor. Larry, we'll start with you because we have the Dolphins.
So this is great because you brought up earlier about Tyreek and Tua.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I have an inside source because I asked him, hey, what's going on with Tyreek and Tua? His exact words, they are completely fine. They've been playing cards together every night of the road trip. Media is being dramatic.
What cards are we talking about, though?
All those cards. I'm not going to say what type, but that is word for word what I was told.
We got to ask because, okay, if you're playing spades, all right, cool. Yeah, they're cool. If they're playing Uno, then they're playing with fire.
I will assume
they're actually just in Vegas playing Uno.
It's just go fish. I would clean house at a Vegas
Uno. I don't gamble, but if it's Uno,
Dude, whoever came up with that idea actively just wants some active shooters in Vegas, because someone's going to get an Uno reverse +4 or something, and someone's shooting someone.
No.
That's a good
You
idea.
talk about that. How about like just like folks that are going to be arguing about the rules that's going to be played?
You need to establish house rules because everyone has different house rules.
Can you stack a 2 on a 4?
Yes,
that's a
two.
I don't know
two
about
on a
that.
4. Here, okay,
Garrett, you know how how we do in Georgia Southern.
Here's what I did.
You know Georgia Southern rules.
Here were my rules. Here's what I always did. You can stack 2s. You can stack 2s on 4s, and you can stack 4s on 2s. If you can do 2s on 4s, if the color was right, obviously. So if they say, "Oh, it's green," it's like, "All right, great. Here's a green, draw 2," and it goes to the next person.
Thank you.
I've also played where if they say like, "Oh, here's a draw 4 and it's green," you can hit a skip or reverse and send that draw 4 back to somebody else.
No.
That's how I've done it.
That's how someone gets killed.
That's how I've done it, and it's fun.
Okay. But you know the Georgia Southern rules. We don't skip. If you get put on a draw, you can't skip it.
We played a little bit differently, but I hear you. If you really want to see fights break out in Vegas, Mario Party.
All right, you got me there.
Competitive Mario Party.
He got me there.
Oh no!
Wait, Mario Party? No, Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers, no, because I've seen some crazy things. I'm talking competitive Mario Party because I have seen people be in last for the entire time during Mario Party and then come back and win it at the end.
What's a game on Mario Party that like most like?
It varies all the time. Okay, sorry.
All right. Well,
this devolved so fast.
This is the 4th time we've done this. Larry, so besides that, any other training camp rumors you want to talk about?
Man, that's really it. That's like the main one that everyone keeps talking about. Oh, Tyreek and Tua, they're fine.
I like the back and forth he had with Sanders too. That was funny. He's like, "You better not miss any kicks this year." And he goes, "You better not drop any passes."
Larry, let me ask you this. So my main issues that have been with Miami, and no, it's not the quarterback because
it's the corners.
No. It's your front, mainly on offensive line.
No, I don't have to worry about them. They got
with Teron Armstead retiring.
Right.
Were y'all able to replace him? Do you feel like y'all are able to replace him? And 2, and this is the biggest one. In order for y'all to be able to compete in cold weather, you have to have power. Y'all have a ton of speed and finesse, but you got to have some physicality and some toughness with the team. Do y'all have the components on the offensive line to be able to like be that type of power?
Yes. You look at the team right now. They brought in James Daniels at right guard from the Steelers. They brought in Jonas Savaianaya out of the draft. And I think he's going to be what you need on that offensive line, a Samoan guy like Tua. So he had like an extra passion, to protect his own. Look at Ollie Gordon. He's been a complete power back while having that speed and quickness, which I think we haven't seen in a long time. Patrick Paul is like 6'9", 300 pounds, and is built like a bodybuilder. He's locked up Josh Allen. He's looked great in the preseason. I think this offensive line is the best offensive line Tua has had since that 23 team. I think they'll be all right.
All right.
We'll see how Darren Waller does. I don't really use him in a run blocking situation.
I'm gonna use him as like one of them H-backs type situation where you have like if you do a 2 tight end set, you got the main one who's a better blocker more on the inside, and you got the receiving tight end that runs those bootleg plays. Or in y'all case, wait, did they make cheat motion illegal in the NFL?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You can get away with it.
Please tell me I still have this picture. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find since we mentioned Darren Waller. Hold on, I got to find it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I know.
I have to.
Don't do it.
We're not pulling up the song.
No, I'm not pulling up the song.
No, he ain't talking about the song. I know what he's about to do. Don't do it.
Where is it?
Don't do it.
I have to.
Anyway, we would like to thank Jack and Larry for being here today. I know I showed up late. I had to handle some stuff, but anyway, we really do appreciate y'all, and we're gonna cut this episode real short before
we are certainly not. We are certainly not.
I can hit the end button.
I know you can. But you know what I can do? I can put up the screenshot of us talking about it last.
Dang, who's made that catch? That's Theo Wees. Andrew Armstrong, what a catch.
Oh my god, I love it. So yeah, beautiful. This was from 4 episodes ago or 5 episodes ago with the
actually that was being nice. We ain't gonna show the part where like I ain't gonna say
I'm not doing it. I will not let's put it this way. I don't fire off at the hip. I very often.
Yeah, you don't. I do. But
I'm patient.
Hey, I will say this. Shout out to Kelsey Plum for getting that game winning shot.
Did they get a divorce?
They did. I think
yeah.
Kelsey might have a better arm than Tua.
Not Trevor Lawrence.
Ended.
Oh boy.
Oh, I had to. It's okay.
How many 300-yard passing games does Trevor Lawrence have?
I plead the fifth.
When was that playoff? When was that playoff run that y'all had against Justin Herbert and them?
I plead the fifth on 300-yard passing games.
Wait, does he have one?
He does. He does.
He does.
Does he?
I'm looking it up. Hang on. Not many, but he's got a few.
Let me see the schedule again. Okay, you got the Colts week 1, you got the Patriots, you got the Bills, and you got Jets. At worst, I could possibly. I say
2-2 at worst.
Yeah,
those 4.
I see 10 to 11.
Yeah, first 4 to first 4.
10 to 11 is what I see.
Oh, sorry, I should have said 350 games. He only has 3.
There you go. Set the bar too low for me, man. I got that. And,
I mean, Tua has 2 450 plus.
Oh, I know. I think one of them might have been against us.
Well, to be fair, when you never run the
against
ball,
the Chargers and the Ravens.
Wait, he didn't have one against the Broncos?
Tua? No, he got out in the second quarter.
You
Right.
also got to remember Jack had a good point. You guys barely ran the ball, and then if I had Tyreek Hill, it's the Johnny
Tyreek
Manziel
down
effect.
there somewhere. It's
the
Did you
Johnny
not see
Manziel
how many
effect.
yards they had in 2023 between Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane?
Answer
They
me
ran
this.
the ball.
Answer me this. Why has Jalen Waddle stopped doing the Waddle dance?
He hasn't scored as much because he's been hurt. Tua's been hurt.
You have to
You
score.
only got
to do
4
the
touchdowns. You have to score to do the celebration.
Man, that's true.
He could do it on the first down. Just make it the first down, Sally.
Can we talk about them? I'm sorry. We got to pivot college football real quick because speaking of Bama receivers, can we? Please talk about them recreating that picture. Not the Bama receivers, other teams recreating the Bama picture.
Who was the last one that did it?
Was it Tennessee? I think Tennessee just did it.
Was it A&M?
No, it was A&M. That's right. A&M did it. Sorry, my fault. A&M did it.
That's rich coming from teams that have
A&M doing it is hilarious.
I mean, even the current Bama receiver room now is better than most of the teams recreating it.
I'm going to say this, and I am biased. I literally go to school.
We both are.
It is the best wide receiver room in the country if you look top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Over LSU?
Yes.
Yes. What?
Yes.
I would say respectfully, I think LSU is very top heavy at receiver, if that makes sense.
So is Ohio State, by the way.
I think Bama's got the depth.
Ohio State. You have Jeremiah Smith, and then you fall off a cliff, and then you have whoever is second.
But Jeremiah Smith just carries him so well.
Jeremiah Smith.
You can triple team him now, and you don't really have a quarterback that's like great.
Well, here's the reason why. Like right now, we can say this. Now after next week, we get we actually get to see who else besides Smith is going to be able to step up.
I gotta go to work, but thank you guys for having me.
No, do you think, man? So, we'll go in closer real quick, Larry. So we'll make it real quick and then let you dip real quick. So, Larry, do you have anything you want to plug on the show? Floor is yours via Hot One style. Anything you guys want to, or anything you want to say?
Follow me on X at Larry Wiles 33. I can't tweet until Miami wins a playoff game, but you can still follow until January comes around.
So he's never tweeting. Just
tweet when Patriots beat Miami, or when the Patriots.
So I'll be tweeting with two.
I think he's not going to be able to tweet until like the whole society decides to finally stop calling it Twitter and call it X, and then they're going to start Xing, and then the term gets called the Xing. I'll send you an X.
I feel like a post would be better, but.
All right, Larry, we'll let you do, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Awesome.
You guys have a good one.
Down.
You too. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up pretty soon. I know we're towing on an hour. You had one thing you wanted to get into, Jalen. I just want to let Larry plug what he needed to plug before he got out of here.
There wasn't much. Let's see. There was some. Oof.
Is it Gators winning the SEC this year? Is that what you were talking about?
No, God, no, God, no.
I mean, come on.
I will say this. I think this is the year y'all beat Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I can agree with that one.
I do believe that this is the year that y'all beat Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
You win at quarterback. You probably have. I'm not. You probably have wide receivers.
We can't go defense. Well,
I don't know what
I won't give him defense, but I will say we have. So I think we haven't beat a running back because I think Jaden Ball is an absolute freak.
Yeah, I can.
We haven't beat a quarterback. We haven't beat a receiver because who do they have a receiver?
Oh, no, remember.
No, they have Zachariah Branch. You can give him one.
Yeah.
Besides Zachariah Branch, we have a fast guy. We have Aiden Mizell too. What else we?
Okay, I looked at Georgia's schedule. I'm like, they don't play nobody for the first 2 games.
They never do. It's Georgia. It's what they do.
No, last year I give them credit because they played Clemson.
No, Klubnik was still a quarterback. He was 2 years ago to DJ.
Yeah, and like Clemson had some hype going into that season, and then all the hype went to dead when.
And then they got absolutely dog walked by Georgia, and everyone was like, "Well, never mind."
Yep. Okay, we're good.
But no, I gotta. I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing another blank. Go ahead. It'll come back to me. Oh, now I remember. Okay, what the heck did y'all do to Desmond Watson?
What do we do?
What did y'all do? He came from Florida.
What do you mean? What we do?
Why is he 500 pounds?
He came in at 500 pounds.
Why did y'all
knock him down? Y'all not Louisiana.
Don't look at me. I don't control that.
Gator.
Hold on.
That dude is stuck in freaking Bucks training camp trying to lose 100 pounds.
Because he is an absolute. So he came in. He came in at 6'5", 315.
He gained 150 pounds.
Is he 500 still?
He 430.
And he was 460 at the start of camp.
So he's dropped 30 pounds. Good for him.
Why did he gain 150 in the first place?
I guess
hold on.
He ain't got gumbo. He ain't got Zion problems.
Hold on. Freshman year at Florida, he was listed at 440. Sophomore year, 415. Junior year, 435. His pro day was at 460. Currently, he's at 449. So I don't think this is straight up a Florida issue. I don't think they're going to pull him.
How did he get up to 460?
Listen, it's possible. It's very possible.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think he's at a point where I personally think that Dez could be something special in this league, which is why I don't think the the Bucks are cutting him.
The Bucks are doing it right. Like they're not giving him a chance. It's like if you want to play, you're losing weight.
Right.
And he wants to play.
And he is.
So he's on it. He's trying.
Yeah. He's
to be
trying.
Fair, it's hard when you're 460 pounds to lose weight.
It's 450 right now,
thing to do.
So, but yeah, I think
he ain't taking Ozempic. Like they're not putting him on Ozempic.
I hope it's not. Stephen A. hopes it's not food. Stephen A., you and me get the same hairline.
Stephen A., you and I both know with your glasses. You can see the gumbo from New York, my brother. Like it is.
No, it's the gumbo from Florida. Whatever the heck that joker's eating.
He's gonna be fine.
Do we know that?
Yes. Listen, gator tail's a delicacy. He's in Tampa right now. There's a lot of good Cuban food in Tampa.
Bro, we know. That's why we're questioning.
This is the issue. This is the problem.
That's the problem.
He needed to go to not Florida.
Minnesota.
You need to go to Minnesota.
You need to go to a place that preaches discipline.
You need to go to Detroit.
Nah, there's good food in Detroit.
But it's Detroit. You can go to Dan Campbell. Ain't gonna let him. Dan Campbell
Kansas City.
Bite his kneecaps off. He'll take a kneecap.
Kansas City. All my Kansas City fans will be upset with me for saying y'all don't. I
hate the Chiefs. This is a funny thing. I despise the Chiefs.
I think most of us do. It's a good thing he's not in Texas. It's a good thing he's not in Georgia. It's a good thing he's not in Carolina.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he's not in Tennessee. There's good food in all those places. He is in Florida, which sucks because there's good food in Florida.
Oh yeah.
But it could always be worse. I think Dez will be fine. Dez, I'm not worried about Dez. Dez will be good. If Dez, so what they're trying to do, from what I understand, is they're trying to get him down to what they deem a playing weight, which I want to see.
I think it's under 400 is what I heard. I think it was sub 400.
Heaviest NFL defensive player. Let's find out. Well, yeah, it's Desmond Watson right now. Where was it?
Okay, so second heaviest.
Exactly. So second heaviest. Come on now. Aaron Gibson was at 410. Refrigerator Perry was 382. Terrell Brown
I think it's sub 400.
They're probably trying to get him to 400.
Yeah. But if you hit 400, you're going to get under. Like, it kind of just, if you hit that, and then it'll like, the rest will kind of start going. Because once you get that far, you've figured it out. And like, you kind of know what you're doing now. And then the rest just will kind of go with. Because once he moves easier, then he can run more. And once he starts running more, then the rest is just going to come.
So from what I'm seeing like right now,
the safe mark for him is got to be in that 390, 380 range for him.
I'm thinking 385 is where he's probably going to want to sit.
Recent reports have him between 350 and 360. So he's lost over 100 pounds already. So
it's just like what's amazing. Like what's amazing to me, what's amazing to me is like they haven't cut him, and I was even more surprised that he drafted him
because he's a 6'6" defensive tackle. Those don't go on trees.
Yes, and I get, but dog, like he came in weighing at 464,
and he's losing the weight. He'll be fine. I'm not worried. So like,
the question.
Here's what I'll say about Dez. Here's what I'll say about Dez. I think Desmond could absolutely do this, and I think what they're trying to do, because weight loss isn't easy, I think what they're trying to do is have him both monitor. No, but also have him both monitor and be healthy. Because the last thing you want to do is have him lose 100 pounds in 2 months and then trot him out there to, ruin his career. Like, I think what they're trying to do to get him to this goal weight, they're going to maintain it, have him sit probably right around 340 is probably my guess, but they're trying to get him to have him maintain that 340, 360 range, and then go from there. And if he can do that, so from everything that I was able to read, they have the nutritionist is working with him consistently. Like they want him to be successful.
No, and I'm glad about that.
Kid can move
because he's just gonna sit next to Vita Vea, and then you have the most insane defensive tackle combination you've ever seen in your entire life.
So I need Vita Vea and Desmond Watson.
I would unless Vita Vea about to be the next Aaron Donald. To me, it was still it will always
combo specifically those two.
Aaron Donald. No. I'm saying I still remember Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh together.
I forgot that happened in the Rams.
Most of us did. I still remember that happened.
I still remember that.
Oh, Jalen, while we're thinking about it, I pulled this up earlier, and I want to get your honest opinion on it.
What's up?
I don't know if you saw it, but I
Heavy and I Jimmy were G stuff.
Heavy and I were talking about this the other day. Jalen, did you see it? No, you didn't. Oh, here we go. A Rams fan and then we'll close out after this because we're running close to hour and a half. Rams fan puts out a list of teams that Jimmy Garoppolo would start on. There are 17 teams this man believes Jimmy Garoppolo will start on. I absolutely do. Are you ready?
Are you going to pull it up?
I'm going to read it to you because it's a screenshot from a tweet. So the Saints, the Colts, the Browns, the Jets, the Titans, the Giants, the Falcons, the Vikings, your Seahawks, the Bears, the Panthers, the Cardinals, my Jags, the Steelers, the Dolphins, the 49ers, and the Lions.
I would say no to the Panthers.
I would say
that offensive line can't protect them.
I would say no to every team on this list, but 3 of them, and it's the Saints, the Browns, the Saints and the Browns and the Giants. But 2 of them,
I throw the Jets in there, but that's just me personally.
That's fair. So the reason why the Giants and Browns are a strong maybe to me. Jets are also a possible. I say there's 4 teams where there's a maybe.
The most egregious one is the Niners when we literally watched him lose the job to the guy currently starting on the Niners.
He was just on the Niners and he lost.
You were on the team, guys.
Lost to the current starting quarterback. You're also not better than Jared Goff. You're not better than Tua. As much as I hate Rodgers, you're not better than Rodgers. You're not better.
He's better than Tua if it's cold.
He's better than Tua if it's cold and Tua's not playing. They have the same health career. You're not better than Trevor. You're not better than Kyler. Jury's still out on.
I have to throw the Vikings because I don't know about JJ. If you want to go about certainty, you throw the Vikings in there and say yes.
Who do they have at quarterback right now besides JJ? That's a proper reaction. I think.
Good answer.
Exactly.
I have no clue.
Jury's still out on Caleb. Jury's still out on the Vikings. So we're going to call this a push. I don't think he starts in front of Sam Darnold and the Seahawks, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. Oh, yeah, no.
So he would start on the Vikings.
I don't think he's starting in front of Sam Darnold.
No.
I don't think he's starting in front of we're going to call the Vikings and Bears a push. I don't think he starts in the Falcons.
Yeah, definitely not.
Because he's not better than Michael Penix, and he's not better than Kirk. So he's not starting for either one of those guys.
No.
I don't think he's better than Russ, but that's where my maybe is. He's not starting the Titans. Jets are a maybe. Browns are a maybe.
This is how I know we're like so close to the season starting, and also
all these
in the
crazy lists come out.
The preseason, everyone just has the most idiotic, no brain takes.
Ryan Clark.
I'm from St. Louis. I actively hate the Rams because Stan Kroenke, you can go shove it. But there is no world in which Jimmy Garoppolo, as also a Patriots fan, he done played on the Patriots. It's not happening, bro. You're done.
Not. And you're done. That's hilarious to me. But all right, we've been going for almost an hour and a half at this point. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Yep. Jalen, do you have anything else you want to get into?
No, I'm good.
Outside of football finally being back.
Nah, I'm just glad football's being back. But next we'll talk about our fantasy league. Jack, we'll talk about ours a little bit later on private after the show. Well, not after the show, but like everything's pretty much set up for ourselves. So that's gonna be good. Garrett, we'll talk more about fantasy probably later on. But next week we'll start doing week 1 of our NFL pick'ems for the podcast, and we'll go from there.
We'll do the same thing we do on the Steel Until show as well. We'll pick the Seahawks game, we'll do the Jaguars games, and then we'll do the primetime games. Keep it simple. Because if we did every single game, it becomes a nightmare, and I don't want to track that.
Yep. So I think we're trying to find a way to put polls on Facebook Live.
That's not a bad idea.
Maybe
I'll let you
YouTube
run that.
Live.
I'll let you run that one. So, all right, we'll go and close out. Same thing we did with Larry, Jack. Off to you. Hot One style. Camera's yours. Plug whatever the heck you want to plug.
I ain't got nothing really to plug. Go check out WVOA 23. Every Friday we do Football Friday. It's a good show.
There you go. Check that one out. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. We really do appreciate it. If you like the show, you know what to do. Rate 5 stars on every podcast platform you're listening to, whatever that may be. Don't care which one. We're on all of them. If we're not, tell me and we'll get on that one. If you didn't like the show, treat it like a bad date. It's not us, it's you. It's not you, it's us. It was a blind date. You got set up by your friend. We'll pick up the tab for the hour and 25 minutes of content we just gave you. I will pick up the tab for the hour and a half of content we just gave everybody.
Thank you.
And then, but there's no reason to leave negative reviews after. You go your way, we'll go ours. No negative reviews. Keep it simple. Keep it moving. And if you like the show, like I said, leave a comment too. It feeds the algorithm gods. Don't know why it works, but it does. We always appreciate it. If you like the show, you get a shout out at the end by doing the retweets and the shares and everything. You can follow us on Twitter at TDSN Pod, X, whatever you want to call it, TikTok, YouTube, all the same thing. Go check that out over there. Retweets and reposts and 5-star reviews all get a shout out at the end of the show. Or if we think that if you like our show, you like these shows as well. So, as always, go check out Jim at Fan of the Van. Him and I do show called Steel and Teal. Go check out Brent at 1420 Sports. Aaron at Brutally Honest Sports, our resident Phillies fan. Darren over at Chill Takes, the guys at IAP Radio. Email it over to Average Joe Sports. Him and Jim do a show called Cigar and Sports. It's one of the most unfiltered shows on the internet. Go check it out. John at Wrestling Fan Insight, whether you're a hardcore fan or a casual wrestling fan, hardcore such as Jalen, casual fan like myself. Go about it that way. And always go check out Sports After Dark. If you're looking to gamble too, please gamble responsibly. Rent is coming up. Don't bet the rent. Listen to Nate's Daily Wager. If you are an NFL player, do it outside of an NFL facility, please. Thank you. And as always, we'll see you next time.
Peace.